Let's get started. Ensuring your students meet the standards for Washington's High School and Beyond plan is critical. Not only is HSBP a graduation requirement, it's also vital in helping students prepare for success beyond high school. By helping your students better understand themselves, their future options, and the plans needed to achieve their goals, they're able to see the value of their education, motivating them to reach their full academic potential. Meeting these requirements for the HSBP with Xello is achieved with the use of Xello out-of-the-box lessons and custom lessons specifically designed for districts in the state of Washington to ensure that students are completing important tasks such as identifying their career goals, taking self-awareness assessments, completing skills and interest inventories. For more information about lessons, please copy and paste the videos shown here with these links into your browser. You may wish to share this second video called Your Dashboard with students on your first day with them so that they will understand how to complete a lesson. Now, let's jump into Xello and take a closer look. We will start by looking at a list of lessons covered in Xello. Here I am in your Marysville School District account. You will likely be logging into your specific school. Since at the district level, I do need to select a school. I'm going to select one of the high schools. However, you will only need to select the grade that you would like to view in your demo account. For today's purposes, I'm going to be choosing 9th grade. And what I would like you to see is that when we come into our Xello account, before I view it as a student, the lessons listed under reports for HSBP report are correlated here with different required elements of the HSBP. So career goals, for example, will be covered by a variety of lessons throughout your student's Xello journey in various grades. Educational goals, interest, skills, and inventory, resume, financial aid information, and a 4-year course plan are other elements of the HSBP requirements. All of these are addressed in one way or another through lessons in Xello and custom lessons. These lessons are also shown under features in a specific sequence, here arranged by grade level. Now, you will not have to worry about setting up any of these lessons. They are here for you. If you are curious about what they are, you can always click into a lesson to view what the lesson covers and to see that some of these lessons do have prerequisites. So let's talk about the fact that your students need time to do the lesson, but they also must complete prerequisites first. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and look at this from a student perspective. If I click the Xello logo, I'm back to my initial dashboard, and I'm going to go into that student demo account, which, by the way, we do recommend that you go into your demo student account and take a lesson to experience it and understand fully what's expected of your students. So right now, I'm going to click View as Student, and this will bring me to my student dashboard. My 9th graders, for example, will see their lessons on the left with the lesson they should complete first highlighted at the top. This is an example of a custom lesson that has been created for your HSBP purposes and to welcome your students to high school and promote successful habits. When the student opens this lesson, they should read carefully. One of the tips, one of the things you should model for your students by opening up this lesson, if this is the grade level you work with, is that they need to read the instructions carefully and understand how to complete this lesson. For example, in this lesson, students will click on the image below, watch the entire presentation. They may be asked to pause throughout the video and try some tasks. Once they have completed all of the activities, they will be given a completion code. They must write this code in the text box below in order to get credit. Additionally, choose Turn In at the bottom. And once you have done that, click Done at the top. This is how the students complete this lesson. So after watching the video, they must type in the code, whatever that code may be. I'm going to type in a pretend code for today, and then they would click Turn In and Done. What happens then is that that lesson has fallen to the bottom and is checked off. If the student does not click turn in or does not click done, the lesson will not be complete. So your role is to help the students understand through modeling that they do have to read carefully and that they must turn in their work and click done in order to get credit for a custom lesson. Now, something to watch out for and help your students understand when they are opening up a Xello lesson, for example, Discover Learning Pathways. This is an example of an out-of-the-box Xello lesson, and it does have a prerequisite listed. The reason for the prerequisites is that your students will be asked to do an activity, and then their answers that they give Xello will be pulled back into the lesson to personalize this lesson for each student. So for example, in this lesson, when they talk about many roads to success and exploring training and education options to get to the careers they're interested in, the specific careers that the student has indicated will be a part of this lesson. So in this situation, the student will click on Explore Careers, where they will be taken to this vast bank of careers. They can explore and sort in any way they would like. We do recommend they use some filters, and we would love for you to model that they to filter based on a subject that they really enjoy, or even a career cluster that they like. It might be STEM. It might be architecture, perhaps they're interested in design. Whatever filters they use, they can come in and then check out the careers. Whenever they're ready, they can click on and save a career. I've already saved a couple of careers, but I do need one more because I am asked to at least choose 3. So whatever the career is that I choose, this one looks pretty interesting to me. If I open it up and read about it and I like it, after exploring for a while, then I can come in and save that career. Now I have the ability to check my careers and saved careers up top here. I can see my schools, and I have actually saved 3 careers. At this point, notice that I'm not taken directly back to the lesson. Xello doesn't know if the student would like to continue exploring careers, and so this experience is relying on the student to come back home when they are ready to open up that lesson. Because I've completed the prerequisite, when I open the lesson up this time, I will see that I am able to get started. The prerequisite of saving 3 careers is complete, and it has disappeared. So this is the critical message. Make sure your students understand that they will need to complete the prerequisite and also navigate back home and reopen the lesson and complete the lesson. Simply completing the prerequisite, saving 3 careers, does not mean the lesson is complete. You must also take the lesson. So with that being said, this is how you can help your students, again, by going in, using your demo account, modeling as a pretend student, re-emphasizing with them those steps of turning in their custom lessons or completing their prerequisites and coming back to complete the lesson. So in summary, let's take a look at those steps. The students will choose a lesson. The dashboard lessons are found on the left-hand side of their student page. Each grade has certain lessons assigned. Some of them will be Xello lessons. Some of them will be custom lessons. They will complete their prerequisites for all Xello lessons, such as taking an assessment or saving skills, interests, or careers. They must navigate back home after completing the prerequisite. Then they complete the lesson, and if it's a custom lesson, they must click Turn In and Done in order to receive credit. So we appreciate you sharing these key points with students and helping guide them through this process so they will be more successful. Please continue on to the next video, Monitoring Student Work and Lesson Completion with Reports in Xello.